choosing a new association management system, wow, it is a massive strategic decision. And let's be honest, with all the options out there, it can feel completely overwhelming. But that's exactly why we're here, to help break it all down. Hello, I'm a digital marketing associate with SmartThoughts, and our entire world revolves around helping associations and nonprofits just like yours make these really tough tech choices. Today, we're going to dive deep into two heavyweights in the AMS space, both built on that powerhouse Microsoft Dynamics platform, Cobalt and Protech. So, that leads to the big question, right? Which one is the right fit for your association? Well, that's exactly what we're going to explore. We are not here to pick a winner. Instead, we're going to give you a consultant's take on how you can make the absolute best choice for your very unique needs. Let's get started. Okay, first up, let's just get a quick, high-level look at both of these companies. You can tell a lot about a platform just by understanding where it comes from. Now, what's really interesting here is the history and what that actually means for you. So you've got Protech, who's been in the game since 1984. And they were the very first AMS on Microsoft Dynamics. That means you're getting an incredibly mature, time-tested platform. Then there's Cobalt, founded in '96, bringing decades of deep CRM experience to the table. And look, both are now part of larger software groups, which is huge. It means more resources, more stability, and frankly, a bigger ecosystem for you to plug into. All right, so let's see how that history and structure build into their core strengths. This is where we really start to see the distinct personalities of each platform begin to shine through. Cobalt's power really comes from its incredibly deep integration with the Microsoft Dynamics 365 platform. I want you to think of it like this. You're getting the keys to a Fortune 500 company's CRM, but it's priced for the association world. Their absolute standout feature, though, is handling seriously complex certification and credentialing programs. And because it's built so natively on Dynamics, it gives you this amazing flexibility, letting you tailor the system as you grow without ever hitting those frustrating artificial ceilings. And this quote from a Capterra reviewer just nails Cobalt's core value proposition. For any organization that's juggling complex certifications and accreditations right alongside your regular membership, finding one system that excels at all three, that's not just a bonus, it's a complete game changer. Now let's pivot to Protech. Their key strength is that deep history. Being the first on Dynamics means they have nearly 4 decades of association-specific knowledge just baked right into a rock-solid platform. They have powerful analytics deeply embedded through Microsoft Power BI, so you can build these stunning interactive dashboards right inside your AMS. Plus, their native integration with Clover Connect for payment processing. That's a huge win, seamlessly linking your front and back-end accounting. But of course, no platform is a silver bullet for everyone. So it's absolutely critical that we talk about the potential limitations. And I want you to think of these not as deal-breaking weaknesses, but more as strategic trade-offs. And this is the crucial point right here. What might feel like a limitation to one association could be a total non-issue for another. It all comes back to your specific needs, your team's skill set, and really, your vision for the future. So, if we look at user feedback, the trade-offs become pretty clear. With Cobalt, because of its enterprise-level power, any deep code modifications involve a pretty formal project process. Now, that ensures stability, which is a good thing, but it can slow down certain changes. On the flip side, with Protech, some users have reported that the cost and the time required for specific adaptations can be high. These are just critical data points you have to weigh against your organization's need for agility and your long-term budget. And that brings us to what is easily the most important part of this whole process, turning that lens inward. Before you can truly evaluate any platform out there, you have to be crystal clear on your own organization's requirements. First things first. Just how complex is your membership model? Are we talking about simple individual members? Or do you have these intricate organizational hierarchies, tiered benefits, maybe even chapter-based structures? The answer to that question points directly to the level of flexibility you're going to need. And building on that, do you operate with a multi-chapter or a federated model? Because managing those parent-child relationships between chapters or affiliates, that requires very specific functionality that not every system can handle elegantly. You've got to nail this down up front. Okay, next up, your events. Are they pretty straightforward meetings, or are you running massive multi-day conferences with complex registration paths, dozens of different pricing tiers, and super detailed attendee tracking? Your event portfolio can be a huge deciding factor here. And finally, how deep are you already in the Microsoft world? I mean, if your team already lives and breathes in Office 365, SharePoint, and Teams, the value of a native Dynamics platform like one of these just skyrockets. How critical is that seamless single sign-on experience for your staff and for your members?
As you can see, this is not a simple A or B choice. Both Cobalt and Protech are fantastic platforms. They serve associations incredibly well, but the best fit, that is deeply personal to your organization's DNA. Here at SmartThoughts, we've guided over 200 associations through this exact decision-making process. And through all of that experience, we've seen the common traps, the places where organizations often miscalculate. Here's one of the biggest pitfalls we see, time and time again, focusing only on the software licensing fee. The reality is, for a platform this powerful, that license might only be 40 to 50% of your total first-year investment. The costs for implementation, for data migration, for training, they're significant, and they have to be budgeted for accurately. So, which platform truly aligns with your budget, your membership structure, and your 5-year growth plan? That's really the question that matters most. If you'd like to talk through your specific scenario, I'd like to invite you to book a complimentary 30-minute strategy session with our team over at smartthoughts.net. We can help you build the framework to make the right choice with absolute confidence. Thanks so much for joining me.